11月份销售额同比增长2.3%，增速较10月份回升0.3个百分点。从整体看，国内消费市场主要有以下几个。
And for the key enterprises monitored by MOFCOM, their sales revenue increased by 2.3%.
部的监测，同比增长19.5%，增速比百货店、便利店。
So look at the following features of the Chinese consumption market. Number one, the online sales grew faster.
统计局的统计，1到11月，实物商品网上零售额增长19.7%，占社会消费品零售为提高2.2个百分点。
From January to November, the physical products online retail sales also
二
increased.
是餐饮销售保持旺盛势头。11月份，全国餐饮收入4964亿元人民币，同比增长9.7%。
0.9 percentage point higher than the number from January to October. Second, the catering revenue
餐饮收入增长
has seen a stable growth.
增速比上年同期加快4.1个百分点，比10月份加快2.5个百分点。
It increased by
在
8.1%,
新产品、网购促销等
4 percentage
带动
points
下
higher than the same
11
period
月
of
份
last year.
限额以上单位日用品和化妆品销售额同比分别增长17.5%和16.8%。通讯器材和家电的销售额同比分别增长12.1%和9.7%。四是出行类商品销售企稳回升。石油及制品销售额同比增长0.5%，增速较上月回升了5个百分点。汽车销售额同比下降1.8%，降幅较上月收窄1.5个百分点。随着我国就业规模不断扩大，居民收入稳定增长，以及元旦、春节消费旺季的到来，预计我国消费市场将保其是关于2019年1到11月我国对外投资合作的情况。2019年1到11月
5,791 overseas enterprises across 160 countries and regions were received a non-financial FDI from China with a total investment amount of
进行了非金融类
680 billion,
累计
decreased by 1.2% year on year. The contractual value of the newly signed project overseas is 920 billion RMB, increased by 2.2%. And the contract signed is over 160 billion, increased by 17.5%. The number of labor dispatched for foreign labor service and cooperation is 435,000. It's overall 1.01 million people right now working for the overseas projects. For the first 11 months, the outward investment maintained a healthy growth and development with the following features. First, the investment cooperation with countries along the BR routes were actively promoted. From January to November, the new investment in 56 countries along the BR routes reached up to $12.78 billion, taking up 12.9% of the total investment. The contract signed around $127.67 billion. taking up 61.2 percentage point, and finished the revenue around 700 million, taking up 55.3% of the total amount. Second, the structure of the outward industry were constantly optimized and diverse, and the rational investment were effectively restrained. Over 60% of the investment flew to leasing and commercial service industry, manufacturing, wholesale and retail industry, taking up 32.5%, 17.7%, and 11.2% respectively. The number two, manufacturing, wholesale and retail industry increased by 6.4% and 24% respectively. And there is no new projects in realistic, sports, and entertainment areas. Third, there are many newly signed large contractual projects, putting up the exports and also the business and the economy in the local market. The number of overseas contract projects with the value of over $50 billion was 682, 18 more than the number of last year, accounting for 85% of the total value of the new signed contracts. And look at all the projects. The infrastructure construction projects reached $157.72 billion, taking up 75.6%. And by the end of November, the job created by the projects is around 770,000 for the local market. Talking about the M&A enterprises, so 4,815, the contractual investment reached is $93 billion. For the non-FDI investment enterprises is around 4,000, with the contractual revenue $94.2 billion, and 16 for the financial investment with $1.41 billion. We talk about the newly established 11,191 enterprises for refinancing, and for the financial foreign investment, 19 companies with a contract of 2.92 billion RMB. And this is the information from my side. Now the floor is open to answer your questions. It's a CRI. Tomorrow marks the 20th anniversary of the Macao returning back to motherland. So what's the remarkable achievements made over the past 20 years? Thank you for your question. Over the 2 decades of Macao returning back to China, the central government fully supported Macao to implement fully and correctly the one country, two systems principles, and keep improving economies and social welfare to integrate it into the economic landscape of the motherland. We also have seen more cooperation between both sides. So our cooperation is complementary and see a win-win results. First, look at the institutional cooperation is keep improving. From 2003 to 2014, both sides signed CEPA agreement and the following 10 supplementary agreements, and also Guangdong Agreement, which laid a solid foundation to embark a new journey of institutional cooperation for mainland and Macau. Based on the 12th five-year plan, mainland and Macau signed agreements in the trade investment, economic cooperation, goods trade, which is the upgrading of CEPA. For 2018, both sides established mainland Macau economic cooperation, including CEPA, BR Construction, the Greater Bay Construction development, and the China-Portugal platform development, which are all the key subjects under the big frame. Till now, 2 large-scale meetings have been conducted, which is conducive to bringing the cooperation to a higher level. Second, we have seen more practical cooperation regarding goods trade, trading good. The goods from Macau to mainland right now is all zero tariffs, which enlarge the cooperation space for both sides. According to the Customs Administration, the trade volume reached 19.4 billion RMB for the trade in service. In medical care, tourism, and financial markets also enlarge access to the market for Macau investors, which should also facilitate the conditions for the people invest in mainland. Accumulated invested enterprises is 18,135 enterprises. There's FDI is 17 billion US dollars. And the third, we have also drive the Macau's economy to be more diverse. The exhibition is flourishing. We can see the increasing momentum of meetings held in Macau. From only 200 practitioners right now, this number increased to 3,000. And the area of exhibition with 15,000 square meters, this number will be a 210,000 square meters, and we will also build up an influential platform for international symposiums. We look at the platform, the China and Portugal language countries cooperation platform. Countries, and also established the strategic cooperation with Shanghai Diamond Center. This also further diverse the products and the quality of financial products for Macau. Next, we would like to leverage the institutions of mainland and Macau, and also to achieve a balance of coordinated development and upgrade the quality of cooperation, and also a better practice of one country, two systems principles in Macau. Thank you. Reuters. question regarding the import of U.S. agricultural products, whether there's a number in this regard. The U.S. side said for a phase 1 trade deal, China in the coming 2 years will buy additional the $200 billion extra in U.S. export. The two-way countdown to the actual implementation of the foreign investment law. Would you please talk more the details? And what's the highlight of the draft of the foreign investment law? Thank you. According to State Council, the legislative authorities, NDRC and MOFCOM, we drafted the action plan of the foreign investment law. Different authorities, based on their roles and responsibilities, they will publish the terms to better protect and manage the law. So MOFCOM plus the Market Regulation Authority is now working on the information disclosure methods. So we will say the market entities, the disclosure information content will have the detailed terms against it. Right now, the working process is undergoing. We'll very soon release the details. At the same time, MOFCOM and DRC legislative authorities and also work with the localities. We go through the current rules, regulations, laws, and documents. Had a big review on these regard. We will see that we will adjust or cancel documents or the rules or regulations that are not in line with the foreign investment law. The work is also undergoing. We will finish the whole process as soon as possible and unveil the information and results. Make sure on January 1st, 2020, anything that not go aligned with the foreign investment law will be put a stop. So the provisions of foreign investment laws fully fulfill its principles and the issues with the core concern of foreign investment are all included in the foreign investment law as enforceable and also feasible. With the following three features. First, we emphasize on the equal treatment to the domestic and the foreign investment regarding taxation preferential licensees, land usage. All these areas actually is equal to the foreign investors and also domestic players. And also foreign investors also included in the central government and local government rules and regulations, and the governments cannot restrain the foreign enterprises under to the procurement system or have a differentiated treatment. Second, we emphasize on the protections. We all have the procedures and the regulations for acquisition. We cannot use the methods like the administrative punishment to force the foreign investment. And also the local government cannot use the execution or the excuse like the government leadership changing to cancel or default the agreement. The provincial governments and the authorities should improve the appealing system for foreign investors. Third, it also emphasizes the rules and responsibilities under the legal system. This all emphasizes that we should treat the foreign investments equally and the forced technology transfer or the imbalanced treatment will all treat the major entities' legal responsibilities. The details will be unveiled soon, and for the domestic players and also the foreign investment, including the companies from Hong Kong and Macau, we would like to provide a legal environment that is open, transparent. Thank you. China and the EU right now conducting a new round of negotiations. So what's the topics under the negotiation, whether we have reached some alignment? December 16th to 19th, the 25th China-Europe negotiation is undergoing in Brussels. Both sides had negotiation on tax and also exchange the improve the market list of the market access in order to better implement the guidance made by the head of state to speed up the negotiation. This year we had 6 rounds of negotiation and also 3 rounds of meeting up. A positive agreement and positive progress have been made in this regard. Both sides will further implement the agreements made by the heads of states and to keep the good momentum and work and meet each other halfway and to reach agreement and let the agreements to deliver the benefit to the people at both sides. Thank you. My question regarding the Central Economic Meeting, which is to speed up the construction of the Hainan pilot port. Thank you for your question. Regarding Hainan, the free trade port, we will work with the relevant authorities and also the Hainan government. Based on the guidance given by the State Council, we will step up our work and also draw the lessons and also learn from the highest level of international practice, and also based on Hainan's own features, emphasize on the trade and free trade. We would like to achieve a wider and a deeper opening up, which is conducive to build a new system featuring a higher level of transparent, open, and free. Regarding the free trade agreement, based on the existing framework, we would like to negotiate a higher standard free trade agreement with more countries. Till now, China has already signed 17 free trade agreements with 25 countries and also working with 28 countries on 11 free trade agreement or upgraded agreement. Our friends in Asia, Latin America, Europe, Asian Pacific, and Europe, we would like to work with all parties to finish the RCEP in an early date and also drive China-Japan ROK negotiation and also to speed up our work with the negotiating partners, and also would like to include more friends to negotiate a higher standard of free trade agreement to better drive the economic integration, regional economic reintegration, and also add the new impetus to the world economy. So today, the second set of U.S. goods to be excluded from the first round of additional tariff on U.S. products. For these exempted goods, what's the total volume in 2018? Thank you. I just noticed the information released by Customs Tariff Commission of the State Council. This question is better referred to that department. Thank you.
You said that you were in close contact with the U.S. trade teams on about the signing. Do you mean about the date and the time of the signing? Can you confirm that that is as USTR said, likely to happen early January? And the second question is, have you decided on the unreliable entities list yet? And do you intend to release that information soon?
您好，中国新闻社提问，您刚刚提到中美贸易。代表团正在密切的沟通，您是不是说是沟通关于地点和时间？是不是会像美国说的那样，会在1月初或者是上旬进行签署？我的第二个问题是关于不可靠实体清单的。请问有没有取得进展？您打算什么？
Your first questions, as I just introduced both teams. Regarding the following up arrangements, and now keeping communications regarding unreliable list, I don't have any information released to you at the moment. China News Agency, very soon is the New Year and the Chinese New Year. And do you have any arrangement to stabilize the market and whether you will have more the reserved meat released to the market? Thank you. The MOFCOM right now has the arrangement. First, we will add more supply, make sure there's no shortage of goods in the market, and we also will help the local markets and the local enterprises have enough inventory, make sure we have enough the key daily necessities, including the meat, vegetables, dairy products. Regarding the pork support, and we will arrange the allocation of the reserved pork to the market. And today we will also release around 400,000 tons of reserved pork to the market, and we will look at the market needs and also release the supply at a proper time. At the same time, we will also help the local government to release reserve the pork to create a synergy with the central government. And the second, make sure the price is stable and quality is guaranteed. And we will the key enterprises and also manufacturing enterprises to link together, make sure the supply and the demand can be matched, and also improve the supply chain's efficiency. And third, we will improve our supervision on the market and let the information plays a leading role. And we also have the daily report on the pork supply and demand. And for the 36 cities, we will also have the daily report on their daily necessities. Look at the market supply of these necessities, especially the market supply, demand, and the pricing of porks. And we release the information in the appropriate manner and manage the expectation of the market. And the U.S. Congress approved the U.S. impeachment case. How you evaluate the impeachment and how that impact the China-U.S. trade negotiation? As I introduced, based on the principle of equality and mutual respect, both sides reached alliance on the text of Phase 1 trade agreement. Regarding the details of the Phase 1 deal, I don't have further information to you at this moment. After the agreement is signed, we will release more information. A following up question from Reuters. If Donald Trump impeached, is China worried about the ongoing Phase 1 trade agreement? Will any impact on that agreement? What's your actual concern? Thank you. As I just introduced, the both working teams is keeping contact with each other regarding the following arrangement. Thank you. Any questions? If no, that's the end of the press conference. Thank you.
没有问题，今天的发布会到此结束，谢谢大家。